Wine review time. I'm going to make this a quick one. I'm going to continue to expand because that's what you guys asked for in the last video. That's what I gave, and the comments and feedback were, thank you. We want to know more about wine. I really don't care to do that. I care just to drink the wine and tell you to try it yourself and figure it out for yourself, because it doesn't matter what I say. I mean, tasting notes. It tastes like charcoal and leather. When was the last time you tasted charcoal and leather? But you know what, let's just move on, because I got to get to dinner. Got a great pairing tonight. We're going over to Italy. We're going to a Brunello di Montalcino. Now, quick background for you. Around the label of an Italian wine, you're going to see DOC, IGT, DOCG. I will do you a favor and break that down. If you see the letters IGT, that's typically like a Super Tuscan. If you see the letters DOC, DOC came out, I think it was like 1962. And that was, I mean, the controlled designation of the origin of the wine. So in France, they did something called the AOC. We're not talking about a French wine, so I'm not going down that rabbit hole. But in 1962, basically, Italy said, we need to make sure we know what wines are coming out and designate them. So DOC, it's designated origin. Off they went. Okay. They started giving it out to everybody. Any wine, anybody could have it. So they stepped things up. In 1980, they came up with what's called DOCG. DOCG. DOCG, one of the first three wines to be designated with that, was Brunello di Montalcino, as well as Barolo, as well as another grape I can't remember right now. And I really want to get through this instead of spending too much time on the history. Let's talk about Brunello, because Brunello as a DOCG, you'll always find all of them being DOCG. Brunellos are known as some of the rarest, they're known as some of the most expensive, they're known as some of the finest wines. And they're super popular right now. In fact, fun fact, Jeopardy fans, 1 in 3 bottles of Brunello di Montalcino that is sold globally, 1 in 3 is sold in the US. And they all come with average price tags starting around $50 up to $250. The bottle we're dealing with today, this Brunello we're working with, typically you'll find around $120 for a bottle. I found it on a specific website at a great price at $80, so that's what we're going to go with. Pairing it, I like to pair it with some meat, some gamey meat. We're doing lamb chops and scallops tonight. Gonna work well. Now, tasting notes. You guys asked for these tasting notes. Legit tasting notes are, what was it, black cherry, black raspberry, I'm trying to remember what they said. Chocolate, leather, and violets. Things I don't eat include leather and violets, so I don't even know what that means. You just gotta try the wine. What does it taste like? If you're familiar with French wines, Burgundy. Pinot Noir from Burgundy, they say it tastes like, I say it tastes like heaven. Because if you go across all of Italy, this is made from 100% Sangiove's grapes. 100%. In fact, the bottling process, Brunello di Montalcino. Montalcino is the name of the area, it's the city. Brunello is a word for brown. They started to designate anything that was 100% Sangiove's grape coming out of Montalcino was Brunello di Montalcino. There's now over 200 different bottlers and vintners that make their own wine. This one specifically we're looking at, it just has a cool like Marc Chagall looking label. That's one of the reasons why I liked it. Plus it's a Brunello. We're looking at a 2015. Quick side note on Brunellos. They need to let them sit for 2 years in an oak cask, and then they have to sit in the bottle. Once they get out of the cask, they then must go into the bottle for 4 months before it can be released. Otherwise, you could be arrested for fraud, because it's not a true Brunello. That's the DOCG background, individually numbered. I'm done talking about it. I want to drink it, and I want to get to my food. So, let's get into it. As you can see, I'm traveling. Not my usual area, so I don't have my Visca glass. Shout out to Visca for their amazing wine glasses, because you guys are awesome. 2015 Brunello di Montalcino. Next, you're going to ask me is, Wes, where is it? Which bottle is it? It's Brunello. Which one? Hold on. Let me get through this foil. By the way, paper cuts terrible. Foil cuts even worse, which is why you don't see me ripping my finger into this, because too many times I've suffered the grapes of wrath of cutting my finger on the foil. See what I did there? Grapes of wrath grapes. Why? See? If you're with it, cool. If not, it's fine. Right. So what are we looking at? We have 2015 Brunello Montalcino from DOCG from Castello Romatorio. Castello Romatorio. Cool looking bottle. Remind me of Marc Chagall. Shout out Marc Chagall. And shout out to all the hood rats out there, because apparently that's what my shirt says. I don't know. Just woke up and I just woke up and said this is a good shirt. It's gonna go with dinner. Real cork alert. Let's get the cork out. The sound of beautiful. There it was. Long cork. There's your cork. Castello Rematorio 2015. Very cool. That's gonna go in. This is definitely a bottle that you want to sit and decant, but I don't have time for that, so let's go. Again, reminds you of a Pinot Noir, but on superpowers, the Superman of all grapes in Italy. Brunello di Montalcino. Here we go. What did I say it was called? Something Castorio? Castello Rematorio. Okay, looks like a sugar. 2015, let's go. One sip, everybody knows. Hang on. Okay. 2015 Brunello Montalcino from Castello Rematorio. If you are 45 plus years, you know who Mario Lemieux is. If you are 30 plus years, you probably remember who Eric Lindros is. And if you're 20 years and older, you should know who Patrick Kane is. They all wore the same number, 88. It's an 8.8 heading out on this Brunello. Got to give it up strong. That's a wine review.